So today I'm going to be talking to Matt Schock about Kenya, and Matt is an award-winning travel specialist. He is the Condé Nast top travel specialist for Safari. So Matt, let's talk about Kenya and tell me what is so special about Kenya? Why should someone think about booking a trip there?
For me, Kenya is one of those kind of quintessential African safari destinations. It has so many different areas to explore, incredible wildlife, incredible culture. You get that real romantic experience of safari.
Kenya is obviously famous for its wildlife, the big five, but are there other aspects that would be interesting for people to do in Kenya?
Obviously, safari is the big ticket item why so many people travel to Kenya. But beyond that, you have fascinating local culture. Learning about the more indigenous cultures, such as the Maasai, is a really, really popular experience for our guests. And then combining it with stuff on the beach that, really rounds off a trip for a bit of R&R at the end.
Fantastic. And in terms of wildlife, outside of the big five, is there much interesting bird life, or are you going to see some different animals than you might see if you did a safari in South Africa, for example?
Definitely. So a lot of people equate Kenya with the big five. But beyond that, you have, again, a really multifaceted approach to safari in terms of species and unique wildlife. For example, up in northern Kenya, you have the special five, which are five very, very unique species. They are the reticulated giraffe, the gerenuk, the Grevy's zebra, the Basa oryx, and the Somali ostrich. So a really cool little group of animals which you only find in that area of the world, which is, again, adds something a bit different to the big five.
In terms of travelling to Kenya with family members, is Kenya as a destination a good destination for a family to experience their first safari?
We have a collection of incredible family lodges where the guides and the experiences are so geared towards families. I think northern Kenya, especially the Laikipia, is so well built for families to experience their first safari because it's beyond just the normal 4x4 game drives twice a day. It's about more of a holistic, rounded experience. So you can obviously do game drives and see the incredible wildlife, but it's also about learning about Maasai or Samburu culture and going fishing in the lakes, swimming, horse riding, learning to track and stuff like that. So it's a bit more well-rounded.
Sounds like you really can get under the skin of the destination, understand the culture, and I suppose also learn more about what others in Kenya are doing in terms of sustainability and community.
Definitely, and again, the Laikipia is really interesting in that regard because it's basically a collection of private conservancies which very much work with the local communities to build this sustainable ecotourism model where tourism is so valuable to the local communities that they really champion the wildlife, protect it, and there's some incredible success stories of conservation to do with individual species. Northern Kenya is one of the last bastions of white and black rhino in East Africa, and so that's a really unique experience. Again, in one particular conservancy, or Pejeta, they have the two remaining northern white rhinos, which are a subspecies, which you can go and see. And so it's, again, really, really interesting for especially kids to have an educational aspect and learn a bit more about the conservation and community conservation in safari.
Fantastic. Well, Matt, I think Kenya does sound like a brilliant destination. You get the wildlife, you get the culture, and you can also experience the beach. So if you're thinking about going to Kenya, please do think about coming to Scotland. And if you're looking to travel at peak times with families, start planning now for 2023.